Often the best source of hope in a crisis is people committed to doing whatever it takes to try and save a life. I'm William Shatner. Tonight, true stories of danger, heroism, and faith on Rescue 911. We begin on the afternoon of September 3rd, 1989, in Newberg, Oregon, when two young friends got together to enjoy one of their favorite activities. "17-year-old Jeff McCloskey often went to visit his best friend Chris on the Gish family farm.
We were out back target shooting, my .357, and we were shooting over 2x4s. And after a while, we got a little bit tired of shooting the .357, so I went into the house and I picked out my double-barrel 12-gauge.
Nick Gish had trained his son in the safe use of guns.
We heard the normal rat-a-tat-tat of a .357, you know, the normal shot pattern.
All right, I'm gonna have a good time. Load that sucker up, man. We're really gonna see some targets disappear now. Look at the size of those. Ready? Yeah.
The trouble was, the gun he was shooting was chambered for a 2 3/4-inch shell. The shell that he had picked up was a 3-inch Magnum. It went in the gun closed. I don't think I would have noticed the difference. If the gun would have closed, I mean, if it would have chambered, I'd have shot it.
The gun just exploded.
It sounded like a hand grenade went off instead of a shotgun.
Nick headed for the back door. I headed for the phone and immediately dialed 911.
As Nick ran outside, he saw it was his son's friend Jeff who was injured.
You could tell there had been a massive amount of damage done. And I clamped off his arm right above the wounded area. And you stop most of the bleeding when you pinch the arm. But when there's that much damage done, you don't stop all of it.
I want you to stay on the line. We'll have some help there.
Susan's call for help came in at 2:43 p.m.
You on the fire channel?
Paramedics dispatched from Newberg Hospital had no idea how grave the situation was.
Right in those 2 minutes, a lot of prayers went up because you're holding somebody's life literally in your hand, and you know you don't know what to do about it. All you can do is stop the bleeding and wait.
Chris's sister Jackie ran to the end of the driveway to flag down the ambulance.
The operator was trying to tell us to apply direct pressure to the wounded area. That was just really almost impossible because it was just a jagged wounded area.
I really felt bad because I didn't know what was wrong with the gun or what happened. That was my best friend laying there. And he could lose his arm right there. He might just end his life right there. And I felt responsible.
When we continue.
He was bleeding to death, and the only thing that was between him and death was my ability to stop that bleeding.
Another turn, man.